Good morning, everyone. Tommy here, Math Productions. We're out in the field, and dang it, we just lost our last CCD grenade. I was trying to capture one of those buddies, and they look super cool. What is that shaking? I don't know what that shaking is. It's happened a few times now. It freaks me out each time, and I just get out of there. But I said in the last video I was going to use that last CCD grenade for something specific. It was not for what you just saw on screen. It was for something else. But I figured, you know what? It's important that we learn how to make more CCD grenades for ourselves. And so that's what we're going to do here. We did get sidetracked. I saw another ship land really close by. Assumed it was the UC again coming to try to scare us out of the area. When we got on site, we realized quickly it was a gang of ecliptic. They were not in any mood to talk to us when we showed up, and they attacked us on site. So we did what any reasonable team of xenobiologists and explorers would do. We rushed the ship, we cleared out the enemies, we took the ship for our own. We are not going to go ahead and make it a home ship, I'm not worried about that. We are close enough to our actual outpost and main ship that we can leave this right where it's at, simply by sitting in the seat. We have now claimed it, it's in our ship inventory, but we don't have to move it, land it, anything like that, make it our home ship. We do not have to do that. I do believe before we eventually sell it that we will have to register it, but fortunately for us, we're using the 10% ship registration fee mod. It's a fantastic mod, and it absolutely makes it far more worth it for doing things like what you're seeing us do and what we're going to eventually conclude on screen. Again, that's finding a ship, clearing out the enemies, sitting in the seat, and claiming it for your own. But this lighted, beautiful outpost up here, that's ours. That's our main ship. Again, that is the Rambler, and it's just modified. Before the start of the playthrough, we added a couple habs, we added a couple decorative pieces, a couple functional pieces, and we painted it. But after clearing out those ecliptic, we made it back to the outpost. Obviously, we went right to the legendary module recycler to drop off that that's so great, a space adept little shank. But anyway, now we have that legendary effect separately, and we can apply it to another weapon of our choice. But to make more CCD grenades, you just go to an industrial workbench. You see the CCDs right there. There is one other component that's added with this mod that you have to make. It's these NCIs, and it's super simple to get more resources. There is one location I showed in another video. If I recall correctly, it's Beta Marie 1 or Beta Marie 2, but on that planet you can harvest all the things needed to be able to make the NCIs and the CCDs right there. But also in what I did to have all those resources we had to be able to make 2 new CCDs for us here right now. You can get pretty much all of those needed resources at vendors throughout the settled systems. I had all the resources at the start from initially purchasing these resources to be able to set up that first outpost. We're not going to get more resources now. We'll show that off later on in the series, but the 2 best places I've found to be able to get pretty much all the crafting resources needed are the UC distribution, and then right across from it, Outland. Both of those are in the commercial district of New Atlantis, and normally in those resource inventories on those vendors, you can find all of the needed resources to craft the NCI components and then the CCD grenades themselves. Also in there, the electronic shop in the well is a great place to check when you're in New Atlantis. Obviously, Jemison Mercantile has a bunch of the resources needed, and sometimes too check out civilian outposts, because civilian outposts can have vendors in them. Sometimes those vendors don't have a whole lot, sometimes those vendors do have a whole lot. Sometimes when you show up at civilian outposts, random spacers will be attacking, and you can get some more free loot right there even. So it's a win-win always. We checked out this civilian outpost that's up in the North Pole region of Jemison, and it was attacked by spacers right when we showed up. Lucky for us, we were able to take them out. Nothing else really in the area immediately, but we'll pop inside and we'll see what kind of vendor they have here. To be fair, I don't think I showed the vendor list on screen, but this dude had a lot. There was like 70 different items, a bunch of each type. So super happy to have found this outpost. Remember when you're looking for the components needed to craft CCDs, you can track those resources so you can then buy them whenever you find them at any vendor. It's super easy to get more CCDs, which means even more companions. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think. Take care till next time.